season, you gotta play spooky music.
Cheers.
Cheers to the first day of spooky season.
It's been a long time since I've been on here, but I got inspired from some random girl in my gym class. I'm not gonna mention her. And yeah, I'm gonna start making videos again.
Woo!
So we're just gonna tell scary stories. That's really it.
That are real and that happened in real life.
In Michigan.
Okay. I'm sorry, Mia. My aunt, she passed away about a year ago. And we were really close. A month later after her death, it was about, that sounds bad, but after she died, I was in my room, I was sleeping. It was about, when I checked before, after, it was about like 2:30, maybe 3. I was just sleeping and all of a sudden I heard the door open. I thought it was like my dad or Hannah or something. And I go, Dad, what are you doing? Like, because I saw like, my room's pitch black and I saw like this bright like figure. She's skinny and it was skinny. It was like bright, just skinny figured. And I was like, Dad, what are you doing here? Like, why are you like down here? Nothing. Didn't say anything. It just came closer to my bed. It's like, what are you doing? Like, why are you in my room? And it sits down on the edge of my bed, and I had my feet up by that time. My feet got like ice cold. I had a blanket and everything, like except for my feet. So I immediately grabbed my phone, turned on the flashlight, it was gone. I turned it off, pitch black.
I don't know how you still sleep in that room.
I don't know either.
Okay, so the first story I have is kind of a funny story. I think this was either sophomore or freshman year. I was walking in my first period class, and I see in the filming room.
Yeah.
It's like photograph or whatever.
Photography.
I see these group of people, and they were crowding around something, and so I like go a little closer, and it was my friend. Her name was Kelly. She had tape all over like her head and her face and stuff. It's like, what the hell are they doing to you? So I grab her out of that room, and she's like, oh my God, thank God, like they were like attacking me with tape. And I'm like, who, like, were they bullying you? And they were like, no, they're my friends, but they just decided to put tape around me. At first I was like, what? I thought she was getting bullied, and it scared me, but she wasn't. And so we had to go to the bathroom, and I had to rip all the tape off.
Ooh. How? I like how mine went, it was like from scary to like, so it's my turn again. I don't know, scary story. Okay. Back to the spooky scary. So, me and my friend Brandy, my best friend Brandy, it was in my room again. Like, we're about to go to bed. So, like, we turn off all our phones. And I look in my corner of my room, and I saw, like, just like a figure, like a face, like in the corner, up by the, like, ceiling. And I was like, the fuck is that? I smacked Brandy. I was like, do you see that?
No, what's funny is that when either of you tell this story, you always tell it differently. And you're like, did you see that? And Brandy's like, no. You were like, Brandy, turn on your flashlight.
Yeah, she's like,
turn on your flashlight.
I was like, Brandy, did you see that? She's like, I'm not looking. I was like, turn on your flashlight. Put your flashlight on now. She's like, no. I was like, yes. Do you see that in the corner? She looked. She was like, what the fuck is that? She grabbed her phone, turned on the flashlight, and it was just silent. We said nothing. Nothing happened. Turn off the flashlight. Gone. Normal. It was so weird. It was so weird.
The next story I have is this dream that I keep having. And I don't know why I keep having this dream, but it's really creepy and it freaks me out. It starts off, I'm in 6th grade, and I'm in my old elementary school, Willard. And it was the end of the day, and I was so excited to go home. When I was walking down the stairs, I see this classroom. It was the 3rd and the 4th graders. All of them were dead. They were lying on the floor, and there's this guy in there that had a knife. And then he looks at me, and we make eye contact, and I just run for it. So I run out of the door. You know what Willard looked like? I run out of the door, and I was running down the sidewalk. And then these two guys, it was a red pickup truck, and they had like yellow and white letters on it. And they noticed that I was getting chased, and they're like, just hop in, we'll save you. And so I hop in, and we were driving, And they were like, what was that? And I was like, I don't know, some guy was chasing me and they killed all those kids. And they were really nice. I'm pretty sure they were twin brothers. And they had to go to CVS. So
hey, you're getting murdered. Let's go to CVS.
But they had to go to CVS or something. And my friend, well, she's not my friend anymore, but I used to go to elementary school with her. Her name was Justine. And she was one of the cashiers at the register. I was like, hey, by the way, some guy's trying to kill me. So if he like comes here, just like give me a call, let me know. Call the 911. And so we left. And then the guys, they dropped me off at home. They were nice. And I go and tell my mom, like, Mom, this guy was trying to kill me. And she's like, okay, yeah, you're just having a rough day. And it was a Wednesday. I remember that it was a Wednesday. And I had to take out the trash. And it was like dark. And I get a call from
Does this
Jocelyn.
remind me of SpongeBob?
And so my friend Jocelyn calls me. She's like, hey, by the way, some guy was looking for you. And I was like, oh, like, when did he come? She was like, oh, he came about 30 minutes ago. And I was like, oh, shit. I tell my mom, I'm like, Mom, some guy after me. Like, some guy actually tried to kill me. And she was like, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to ignore you. I was taking out the trash. I opened the garage. So it was Wendy, and she was sitting in the garage. And I open the garage, she goes out, and then she comes back in. And as soon as I open the garage, I see him, like, at the end of my driveway. And so I close the garage, I grab Wendy, and I go inside. I'm like, Mom, there's some guy that's outside. He's trying to kill me. And she's like, oh, okay, I don't believe you. And then he comes knocking on the door. And so my mom, she, like, locks all the doors. She's, like, calling 911 and stuff. And we hid in her bedroom. And so he got into the house. He's, like, looking around, trying to find us. And eventually he found us. And he had a knife. And he was going to kill us. For some reason, Mitch was taking a nap in his bed. He wakes up, grabs a shotgun from behind the pillow, and then shoots him dead. And then I wake up.
That's weird. Mine's kind of like a funny, spooky, weird thing. It's not my work. I work at the Village Choir, and some lady that used to work there, she was like an older lady. I forgot her name. But she said that she talks to ghosts. That she, like, see ghosts. Like, she can see them. She can feel what they're feeling. She could talk to them. And then one day she was just freaking out. She was like, there's a little girl in the booth. I was like, what little girl? She's like, right there. There's a freaking little girl. And she's telling me how she died. And she's telling me to help her. And I looked, and there's, like, no one there. Nothing there. There's nothing. It was just weird. And she, like, kept on, like, freaking everyone out, saying, do you see that little girl? Do you see that? Do you see her? She's, like, talking to me. And she's, like, losing her mind. And, my boss sent her home for, like, the day. Because, like, she was not, like, taking it very well. She was, like, so creeped out. She would not even go in that room where that booth is. She would not, like, even look. And as she left, we have, like, a bar. And, like, the back light was just swinging back and forth. Just swinging, just going. And my mom, this is what she told me, because she saw it happen. She just saw the light just going woo, 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 woo. And then they were kind of talking about it. And right when they stopped talking, it just stopped. Still. And then, a while ago, I was talking about it. The light was going freaking nuts. It was going nuts again. And I said, if anyone's there, stop. Bam. Like, no joke. It just stopped. By the bar, we have, like, drinks, pop cans, not pop cans, beer, like, cans, like, filled, non-open beer cans on, like, this corner that's high. The restaurant was closed, and it's on the security camera. All of a sudden, the pop goes, boop, falls. Boop.
You're taking up 3 minutes for one story.
Boop.
There was this fight in school. I think it was last year. It was of these two guys. They got into a fight. They were like, bro, you talking about my girl, bro? And so they started fighting. And then the one guy, I was walking to help. he pushes the other guy into the locker. So he pushed him into me. I fell, and then they started fighting on the ground. They were fighting right next to me. I almost got involved. And he was like, yo, stop, like, there's a girl there. And they're like, why'd you knock that little girl over?
The little girl.
Just a little girl. Little girl in her own world. And that was pretty spooky. But I guess another thing. We were driving back home. We were driving back home. We see a little mouse running across. We see a little mouse run in front of our cars. We were on
I was
Randall.
driving. I was like, oh, it's a mouse. I was like, oh. And then all of a sudden the light turned green. And the mouse started going back with no. And I stopped. And then he went by the side of my car.
And then this car just goes zoom. And then we saw it get ran over. We were like, no. And
I was laughing so hard. You can just cut that out. Because
Cut. We're done. Thank you for watching. And
happy
dislike.
spooky season.
Thanks for disliking us.
Happy spooky season.
I was gonna ask if you were gonna come back, but I don't know if you are.
It was what?
Are you gonna come back on?
Come back on?
Yeah, come back on.
What does that mean?
Come back
Oh.
on the channel.
Yeah.
Okay, tight. See you guys later.
Bye.